Hello everybody and welcome to episode 29 in my Carthaginian campaign let's play for Imperator Rome's 1.3 Livy update. Now in the last episode, we had a prolonged war with Macedon for pretty much the duration of the episode, and then we just managed to kind of nip it in the bud at the end, annexing all of Macedon's territories, taking out their overlord Thrace. That's right, Macedon paid tribute to Thrace. We got Thrace as a client state, and we also got Nabatea as a client state who were allied with Macedon. So pretty good war, all in all. We took out a country completely, a pretty famous one nonetheless, and then a bunch of territories and gained ourselves 2 extra little client states that will help us in future wars, and then when they're ready, they'll be eligible for integration as well in about 10 years. So the question remains, where are we going to go this episode? Like I said, we're going to be in pretty much a constant state of war now for the next 100 years in-game until the end game happens, or till, well, not till the end game, till the end of game. There is no end game crisis or anything like that. Until the end of game at 727, we're going to be kind of pedal to the metal now, waging war all the time. And I've identified a candidate that might be pretty good. Sparta have a really intricate web of alliances. They've got themselves like a bunch of subjects, and then they're also just like in defensive league with a bunch of people. So if we were to declare a war on Sparta, that's going to be a war against Epirus. So Epirus have this little cheeky bit of territory here. Aetolia, so a couple islands out here. Acarnania, the Epirus province here in western Greece. Megalopolis, just a little city-state above Sparta. Azania, the band of territory over here, and this island. Heria, which is the blue territories here. Crete, the city-state of Corinth. And Cyrenaica, who obviously have territories down here. So there's a Greek coalition that have formed really in Greece and around us, and then with subjects and things like that, like Rhodes. I don't know if they're going to be called in or not, but if we ever wanted to attack Rhodes, we have to go through Sparta anyway. So this way we might actually end up freeing up a bunch of their subjects to just attack later if they don't join the war themselves. Now, the only people that wouldn't be involved in this war would be Boeotia, who are actually allied with Phrygia. So it's kind of interesting. They might be someone that we could wage a war on to then start taking out this coastline here if we wanted to do so. So we might do that in the same episode. I don't know. We'll have to see how this war goes initially. I haven't let time play yet, so that's wrong. So let's just let time play one day. There we go. So now the territories are exchanged. The war is truly over from before. And we're letting everything settle. Now, between episodes, what I've been doing is essentially, I've changed a lot of policies all around the empire just so that we can convert cultures and religions appropriately and a bit faster. I've put down a governor here. We have Mamericus Foslius. Another minor character. We're putting a lot of minor characters into jobs, and that has me worried for the future because we're going to start getting scorned families, and then we're going to start having disloyalty. So we have 2 scorned families now. No matter what, when people start dying, we just have to sacrifice quality and put in some people from our families. Otherwise, it's going to cause us big problems later down the line. Of course, if you want a little catch-up on our internal politics, we have Himilco Barca, the emperor of the Carthaginian Empire, and his beautiful wife, Ashura Bodona. They have, I think, 5 kids together. Yep, Hanno Barca is the recent kid, 2 years old. Just got in time before Himilco himself became castrated at the hands of his Rofet. In the last episode, you may remember the Rofet, the doctor, was treating Himilco's inflammation. I guess he had testicular inflammation or something around that area. And things went wrong, and he got castrated as a result of it. Maybe it became swollen, it was a problem, he got nicked, and then it was like, look, we got to chop the boys off unless, you know, you're going to have an infection and things will get really bad. So they whipped him off, and he's not going to be able to have kids anymore. It hasn't affected his personality at all, which is good, I guess. And he's had his kids now, really, so he's fine. But, you know, he's a shadow of himself, really. He can't really get over it, I would imagine. And as a result, the Rofet actually succumbed to a highly stressful environment and died just a couple months later when he had to go back in there and continue seeking treatment. So Himilco is now seeking treatment from the new doctor to clear up that infection, or that inflammation that's still going on. It's probably a fucking mess down there, I would imagine, but he's getting it seen to, so good on him. Alright, and then we have Ashura Bodona. We have the son, the primary heir, Boods Barca, looking good. He's 18, he's become quite the man. He's leading a little army of his own in Greece. He got a little taste of combat, a little taste of war. He's quite loyal, and he's got decent martial and decent zeal, but not very good finesse or charisma, so we're going to have to look for a wife for him. Let's see, actually right now, I haven't actually looked. Maybe I should have between episodes, but we have 11 charisma here from Arestadt Blossii. I guess it'd be kind of cool to look for someone that would be ideal for him in terms of a family as well, because we obviously are kind of role-playing a little bit, so we'd like to see who would make sense. Some people were saying to have a look at his siblings. So she's not very good, neither is she. And then obviously it's his brothers. So yeah, so I was saying to people before, you know, I would be open to the idea, possibly, of familial marriage if the right sister comes along, basically, or brother, or whatever the sibling might be. Essentially, if there's really good trade-offs, then it'd be like, look, it just makes sense to do it. And maybe if we can't really find a wife, you know, then it would kind of make sense for Boods Barca to do it. But right now, he's not into it. He's fine. But maybe in future. So he's only 18, so we can wait a little bit to see what kind of characters come along. Like Huldo Gizgo here, 4 and 3. Not good enough, you know? Not good enough for our Boods. He's got a big name to live up to. Of course, Boods Badona, leader of Boods cavalry, I think, back in the day. And then just like a big army. One of the biggest battles of all time out here, and just was a really, really great military tactician, and then also a senatorial champion. Anyway, we don't need to recount the history of the entire empire. Let's just let time play. So at the moment, characters are moving their ways and armies are moving their way back towards central Greece. Gonna go get some food, get ready for this invasion that's gonna be coming. Gonna move the fleet, if we can, over here. And what we're gonna have to do is send basically about 3 armies down south so we can just mop up the Cyrene territories, piece them out of the war, head over to Epirus, piece them out of the war, peace out Aetolia, peace out anyone else that's small, you know, just one city-state like Corinth, aka Crete, Megalopolis. Actually, no, that's Megara. Megalopolis are here. So anything that we can piece out separately that we're going to try and do. These guys are not feudatories. They can be pieced out separately. They are mostly defensive league. If anyone else is coming in from Sparta as a feudatory, obviously we'll have to deal with them by taking out Sparta itself. And we need to have a holding in Sparta during the war so that we can't be white-pieced. Okay, so let's see how things are going. So we're in lacking 1,800 men, not that bad. We have some mercenaries here with us as well. Money is a little bit tight, not gonna lie. We're only making 15 now. We aren't taxing anyone. If we turn that up, we actually make 200. So it's really, really crazy how much we're sacrificing just to get that extra lowered unrest. But that does let me... We have 30 aggressive expansions, not too bad, but it does really help with regards to conversions, right? We don't have any unrest anywhere. So conversions should be going pretty quickly now. So we have a 15% impact to culture and 30% to wrong culture group. So that's pretty rough. 30%. Yeah, we're kind of... I think I'll just keep the unrest down for now, to be honest. We also need to station a few new armies in these regions, and that will probably help out. When we get aggressive expansion down to about 20, if ever, then I'll turn the taxes back up. And the only other thing you may notice is I've commissioned a bunch of buildings across the empire. And something that we got to do as well, man, there's so much to cover, is activate the next mission, the growth of Magna Graecia. So Magna Graecia is a region under our control with unrealized potential. We should send our administrators and procurators to this governorship to strengthen our hold over the area and grow the local economy. So let's do that. That's one of the few remaining DLC mission chains, I think. I actually haven't looked at this at all, so I have no idea what it's going to ask me to do. That's so weird. I haven't seen one that does this, a sideways scroll. It looks like there's a lot of conditions. 5 conditions to get to the growth of Lilybaea. Alright, let's have a look at the first one over. Fruits of Syracuse. Syracuse has farm estates in all settlements. Well, Syracuse doesn't even exist anymore. It's B-Rot. So the problem is this. This is a fort. It needs to be a farm. Okay, so that will finish that mission off, no problem. Syracuse is one of the most fertile provinces of Magna Graecia, and with the right support, its farms could feed the entire region. And then we don't really know what we need to do. This one doesn't... I don't know why it does this. Like, this one doesn't tell me the conditions that we need to know. This one does. So I don't know why it does that. Like, this says, you know, you need to have greater or equal to 1,000 gold, have greater than 2 granary buildings, so on and so forth. But I don't know what I need for this. But anyway, the question would be, do we want food capacity until end of game, or do we want freeman happiness temporarily? For a little while. I actually feel like the temporary bonus would be better. I don't really care about food capacity in Sicily, of all places, you know? So maybe we'll just go with this one. So this, I don't know what we'll need for it, though. So we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, then what about over here? Strengthen Lilybaea. So that's the city over on the western coastline. Have 2 court of law buildings. Okay, that's pretty easy as well. We don't have any. So we'll just have to get rid of, I guess, get rid of the markets for now. Build a couple of court of law buildings, and that should be totally fine. And then the last one would be all port territories in Calabria are fortified. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. So Calabria is over here. Is this Calabria? Yeah, it wants me to have a fort on every single port. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. I mean, it's just annoying because it takes long to build. But we can do that as well, I suppose. I need some more money. Alright, let's let time play. So that's kind of the situation. Like I said, we might go to war with Phrygia then if we attack Boeotia in future. But for now, we're just going to be loading up some armies and getting them out of this place. So who are we going to send south? Who's this? This is Boud's Barca. So Boud's obviously the heir. You know, we want to treat him kind of... We don't want him to go too crazy. He's only 18. We're going to give him a kind of a side mission. Head down to Cyrene. Take them out. Get in position for that, you know? Well, of course, we have someone like Hannibal, who's going to basically lead the charge on Greece. We already have Ahiram's cavalry out here, I think, don't we? Treatment successful. Hey, he's finally gotten rid of that inflammation. Good on him. Ahiram's cavalry's here. Yeah, let's run them back over that way. And then they'll be ready to jump on Epirus when that opens up. Alright, the theaters have been built. It's cultural reform across the entire nation. Azena Takfarina died from natural causes at 73. He's the governor of Illyria. Oh, I only just put him in, actually, in between episodes. So can we get someone in? Berkabal Badona. He's only level 4, but Illyria is a tiny, tiny province for us, so it actually makes a lot of sense. So it's just this area. It's not even that area. So it's just this province. It's just one. Okay, that's fine. It's bigger than I thought, actually. I thought it was only like this little bit here. That's fine. Scorned family now. So we still just have the Gizgoids. Always scorned, those Gizgoids. Alright, the boats are loaded up. 66,000. Let's ship them south. Drop them off down there. Let's see how the food situation is. Food is actually gaining here, which is good, despite having armies in it. What about here? Still gaining here as well. Nice. Yeah, they won't be able to cross over until we get the army down south. So we'll have to wait to deliver them. Massinissa, he's going to send them down himself. 17 Marshal. He's starting to get a little unwell now. I don't know why, though. He just has lost some health, but he's actually okay. Alright, war refugees from Acarnania. Refugees fleeing the war between... Oh! Well, that's an interesting one. Boeotia has gone to war with Acarnania. Acarnania. Sorry, that's it. Acarnania. So do we welcome them and we get free men, or do we say no? Yeah, we'll welcome them. That's an interesting one. That might disrupt things. See, this is why I was saying we might actually have to go to war with Boeotia. Otherwise, they'll occupy territory here, and it'll be a whole thing. It's kind of nice, though. They might end up weakening each other. So we'll see how that works out. Sparta will be no doubt active in that. Oh, no, they're not. Really? Acarnania are in a defensive league with Sparta, but they're not in the war somehow. They're in a war with Boeotia and Thebes. And that's just the two nations here. Strange. I don't know why Sparta wouldn't be involved. Unless they opted not to help, or they didn't call them in for some reason. Alright, we'll just chill on this tile there. So this is Boud's Barca. Yes, this is wrong. Barca's... Boud's 8th. So he's leading the 8th. Great. Alright, cool. Let's activate that war council. Boom. Taurinia, Epirus, Boeotia. So we can get more claims on the territories of Epirus. Oh no, it's actually for Tarentum. Now, do we have that claimed or not? We don't. I mean, no harm in claiming it. We shall conquer Boeotia. Yeah, that seems to make more sense because we do not have claims out that way. So let's do that. Boom. There we go. Alright, cool. I actually should have checked who was backing that and who wasn't. Doesn't really... Yeah, it's fine. Hostius didn't really get didn't really like that, I guess, but that's okay. Alright. So we'll just have to speed things up. We've delivered our troops down south, so they're going to be in position for that war. We're pretty much just going to go straight into it. We just have to bring the ships up here, pick up some troops here, and deliver them down into Acarnania, probably. We have province claims on Ionia. Ionia. Oh, yeah. And Aeolia. Cool. Getting claims all along Phrygia's coastline now, which is a nice thing to see. Let's see if we can get more. Fabricated claim out on this. Anything coastline, of course. So we're up to 71 stability, 22 political influence. Almost about to get another military tradition. None of our armies are really drilling right now, which is a bit of a concern. There's not much room for us to stand around out here, so we'll have to go back into that supply tile. Alright, so let's get all these guys to get onto here, and they'll just march across. Or, yeah, how many do we need on the east and how many on the west? I don't know. I'd say 2 more armies here and like 2 out here. Something like that would be good. That's 10 political influence for some stability. That's the addendum to the law. Someone wants to make a change. Alright, so on you go. So who are we going to bring? So we have Hannibal. Obviously, he's coming over to the mainland. Milk-Appeals Barker, he sucks. Abdonabal Gizgo. Okay, so we'll take... So deselect you. We'll deselect you. And you guys can get off here. The other ones can go around. Dropped off at Apollonia. Alright, so stone. The grain was coming from Syracuse, actually. So we have we finished this yet? No, the farm's still not done. Man, that takes a while. Alright, we can strengthen Lilybaea, though. As the capital of Magna Graecia, Lilybaea is a seat of power. Well, it's definitely not the capital of Magna Graecia, but it is the capital of its own province. We must strengthen the city both as a defensive position and in its role as a center of law authority. See, the thing is with this mission chain, you're supposed to do this way earlier, probably. Like, we already have this whole place. It doesn't... Everything that's going to be written about it doesn't make sense, because it's going to be all like, oh, Rome's going to be invading and stuff, or whatever. It won't mention factions by name, but it kind of assumes that, you know, this is really going to be used for war, and it's just not at this point. But it might convert people faster. Magna Graecia goes all the way up here, bear in mind, so there is that. So this is actually going to take a year to complete. And we're going to get monthly loyalty plus 0.05 for the governor, and then Lilybaeum's going to get some territory loyalty and migration attractions. Not bad. Establishing the local bureaucracy. Strengthening our administration in Lilybaea and therefore our rule in Magna Graecia has made it clear how among the local elite that are... What? Strengthening our administration in Lilybaea and thereby our rule in Magna Graecia has made it clear how among the local elite that are fit to work in a proper Punic scope. So that doesn't make any sense. It has been requested that we send some proper scribes from Carthage to support the struggling local bureaucracy. Not to go off on a rant, but the next DLC is going to be a mission pack. And this is, I know it's just a small text error. I get it. But it's a DLC. You know, this is a free DLC. But the way the Omen didn't work with the other mission chain at the end, that really shakes my confidence in wanting to ever purchase a DLC for this game when it doesn't work sometimes. Like, that's just crazy. But anyway, there you go. Maybe I'm reading it wrong and I'm not reading it correctly because I'm recording and my mind's elsewhere or something, and it does make sense. It feels like it doesn't. Anyway, let's recruit the bureaucrats in our capital. I know what it means and what it's trying to say. It just feels like it doesn't make sense. Alright. 3 citizens moved from Carthage to Lilybaea, so it's fine. Have we dropped the troops around? No, the ships are on the move. This is the last component and then we're ready to go. The battles between Boeotia and Acarnania are taking place. And the troops are delivered. Hamilcar Blossii the Helen has passed away. Died of a heart attack at age 49. That was pretty random. Just died of a heart attack. He was epileptic. He might have had low health. So he was commanding one of the armies out here. So this, I mean, this is a good commander, but we really need people from the families. Like, do we have a Gizgoid? We do. He sucks, but we have to put him in. What else is he good at? Nothing. Just get him in there then. I'm just going to cancel all these. We don't want to deal with them. Alright. Are we good? I think we're good. Let's begin. So this is going to go straight into a war with Sparta. Is there any more we can claim? We can claim on Azania. So by the time that we take it, it might be cheaper. Alright, I think that's good. Oh, also between episodes, I bought some technologies. But nothing really worth standing out and mentioning. Alright, take Laconia. It's going to bring in everybody. And we've got Thrace, Nabatea, and Thinicet to bring in as well. Boom. So we got the... Let's get the war music going. Set the scene. Alright. So that's what we're at war with. Let's hide the UI just for now. Everything in red. So this is red as well. It's just a little hard to see. So first order of battle will be to take out Epirus. So just force march our cavalry right on top of them. We'll kill them. The next order of battle will be to head down towards Acarnania. I just question whether or not we'll actually even be able to take them out. Actually, you know what? It'd be a better idea. Let's go straight for Aetolia. It's a little bit more risky, though. So we'll have to move that army over there, get on the boats, and head for the 2 islands of Aetolia. If we siege that and we win it, then we get the 2 islands. The risk being, with the amount of troops that we have, it might not be enough for the rest of Greece coming over. And thinking about it, maybe we should have had more troops over this way, because we can't actually get through. We just have to blitz through this fort here, I guess. I want to pile everyone on it, because that's the type of war I like to lead. Alright, so this guy's going to go down and capture that, and then our heir is going to go for the fort. Alright, cool. We're victorious. Alright, we wiped out the Epirus army, so not a big deal there. We'll just sit now on their town, sieging this. God, what is wrong with me today? I feel like I've something seriously wrong with me. I started off this video, I'm just gonna do a little behind the scenes. Started off this video like 5 times before I could even like talk straight, and I feel like my mind is just so spaced out. I don't know why. I need to hydrate more or something. Bountiful harvest. Word has arrived about this year's harvest was exceptionally good. The people should rejoice, or we'll get 4 grand. I think I know what I'm doing. All right, cool. That scaling is so off on that one, because the stability doesn't seem to really matter in the grand scheme of things now. So what it wanted us to do was build a fort on every single port out this way, so let's just do that. This largely has our religion now, so it's not a big deal. So that has a port. These 3 will have ports, and then there's this one. Okay, so once that's done, that should be good. We're still waiting on the farm to be built out on that island. Alright, cool. The corrupt governor of Numidia. Oh no. Melkart Shama Blasia. It seems that the governor of Numidia has been taking advantage of his position to such a degree that he's left the people of Stifensenia destitute. Some of our confidants who have passed through the province talk of desperate situations and of unfortunate souls who barely cling to life. Not only has Melkart Shama Balasii not taken care of those under his rule, but he has taken advantage of the situation for the sake of his own personal wealth. Isn't this what all governors do? Or outrageous? Let's send some administrators to fix his mess. Let's do that. He's going to lose a little loyalty, but I don't mind. So, oh, we have a battle down there. I don't know how that happened, where this army split from that one. How the hell did that happen? How the hell did that happen? The 2 armies should have been marching the same path, but they weren't. Alright, we'll just have to rush to his aid. He might be able to win it on his own. It's our heir, Boods Barca. See what he's got. Well, he's actually doing huge kills out there. Enemy captured. We killed 1,000 men as we crossed over the mountain in central Greece. Not a big deal. He's doing good. He's getting a lot of kills. Alright, he's handled it. You can stay on the fort then. Excellent. So Boods Barca gained himself 8 popularity there. Killed 5,000 enemies. Lost 1,400. Really good, actually. Well done. But that army is now run behind enemy lines. But that's okay. We can go catch it. Chase it. Not much we can do. Yeah, we can't force march yet. I've already locked in. Alright, that's fine. Let's pay attention to the central Greece. So 20,000 are on the siege. And we have 70,000 coming over. Do they all have food? They're all fully stocked up on food, which is great. And we'll give our... Yeah, the regions have... they're replenishing their food stockpiles now. Did I bring food in here? I didn't. Maybe I should just do that. A local food route would be nice. So that way we'll just have a bit more food going into these places. This one, no point. Alright, let's get on the boats. And let's see who's on these. So, we have one of the mercenary units. We have Milkapil Sparka, and we have Abdonabagil... Whatever, man. I am losing my mind today. Adonabal Gizgo. There he is. We're going to head straight for Kephallonia in Aetolia. Try to take that out as a fort. Wonder will we see Thrace come down and help out at all. Oof, that is a big mercenary stack. No morale on them just yet, which is good to see. So at least if they come into the territory, they engage in us straight away. That's the same with this Epirus army here. If they want to get... Yeah, see, they don't know what to do. God bless them. Alright, these guys are just taking attrition down here. They're still exiled, by the way. The little black flag means they're exiled, so I don't got to worry about them until they hit our own territory. So let's just take back that. So this way, they'll just land on our armies no matter what. Strongmen of Magna Graecia. The ongoing strengthening of our authority in Lilybaea seems to have upset quite a few local strongmen in Magna Graecia. In name, they all have sworn their allegiance to the kingdom, but with stone being added on stone for the local fortifications, and with a growing cadre of local bureaucrats to support our governor, there is a worry in their ranks. But with stone being added on stone, I don't know what that means, but okay. We could likely lessen the perceived threat of our more present authority if we invited some local potentates to settle in the city and take part in institutions we are building. Let them all come to us. Or there's no room for their kind. We lose some loyalty to the... That's fine. Yep. No battle just yet. 20,000 on the forts. But I'd rather just take their stuff out, to be honest. We're victorious, not a big deal. This is going to be a mess. We have Boeotia invading here as well. That's the issue. I feel like if their war doesn't end, then we'll have to open up a war with them. Just to take the territories. So I'm going to march on top of that 4,000, just wipe them out before they can link up with anyone else. And we're sieging here at Kephallonia now as well. Alright, great. So we have this to worry about. You know, this we don't have anything to repel this right now, but it's not a big deal. We're sieging multiple forts in Greece, we're sieging the fort in Cyrene, and we're sieging the fort over at Epirus. So, you know, things are moving. I think we're on the ball. This army's gotten behind us, and it's just going to run deeper into our lands, which is a bit annoying. And this one's going to run all the way down here, probably. We killed 1,000 men from Epirus. There's 15,000 here now. I don't know how they did that. It's not even mercenaries, and they're somehow there. I have no idea what that is. Oh, that's weird. That is so weird. They just spawned 15,000 out of their town. Just have to go try to wipe them out with a local... All we have is the local army, though, so I don't know if it's going to be that good. It's like slingers and archers. Crisis in Epirus. So, oh, maybe it was a... oh no, maybe not. He has 44 loyalty. I was going to say maybe he's a disloyal general, just raised an army and got out of there. Let's hope they fall to chaos. So yeah, they're having a problem, that's for sure. We're defeating the mercenaries. Alright, we just managed to defeat that army as well. Good. Right, our army got defeated here. I'm just going to move them to the boat and then send them back to Kephallonia. They'll be fine. We got our claims over here in the east. It's good. Alright, hop out there, please. This isn't a port, by the way, so there's nothing I can do with heavy ships or anything, so... just have to let it be. We have Sparta... well, they're not ravaging the land. They should be coming to help their ally here, but they're not taking anything back. And they're somehow walking over the fort. I have no idea how they're doing that either. It's an enemy fort to them. Alright, they seem to be taking it now. We're just about to win that fort there, so let's just jump on that. We're going to be running back and forth to kill these armies. We should just need to take these 2 more bits of territory from Cyrene, and then they're pieced out. We'll send the fleet down and pick them up and bring them up to Sparta then. Siege of Petras, whatever, is won. Excellent, so just hop there. That should allow us to piece these guys out, I think. We lost the siege in the north. Not a big deal. Balhano Hanid has died, governor of Tarraconensis. Oh, he wasn't the governor. He was a researcher. Maybe it said friend of the governor. This guy's low loyalty. Yeah. He raises his loyalty putting him in there. Right, fruits of Syracuse can now be done, so let's activate that. Syracuse is one of the most fertile provinces in Magna Graecia, and with the right support in its farms, it could feed the entire region. Alright, now we can see what the conditions are for this. Food being 600 or more. Let's do that. Costs us 600 food to do it. We lock that one out. So that's the right side of the chain done. Now we need to have a look at this. So have one or more marketplaces in Lilybaeum. Have 2 libraries. We already have 2 libraries. They don't lock each other out. This one is have a training camp, a forum, and a foundry. Training camp, forum, foundry, and a marketplace. Oh, that's a pain. Okay. So we have to get rid of some libraries. They only wanted us to have 2. We don't need the loyalty ones anymore. Don't even need the fort. So now let me see what it was again. So training, forum, foundry. Let's do that first. Training, foundry, and forum. And then we need one. Does it lock it out? Oh, it does lock out. It does. I just couldn't see because it was behind the tooltip. So we have to decide which one do we want then. Local manpower, assimilation speed. So they both get that. One gives me commerce value though. So I guess the marketplace and the library is better then. Alright, well I deleted buildings for absolutely no reason then. That's nice. Something like that's probably fine. Alright, let's do that. And then we need this one. The forts are being built out here, so that's all good. And then we don't know what this needs. Oh, 2 markets in every single port. There's only 1 here. We'll do that after. I guess we'd have to wait anyway, so it's fine. We're victorious. We defeated an Aetolian army up this way, so that's good. 93,000 here. Draining the food right now, but it's okay. It's going good. And we have our Aetolian siege going on there. The siege against Epirus is almost won. Let's run out and deal with that mercenary stack. And we should be able to piece out Cyrene just as soon as that's done. Okay, now I think Cyrene are done for. Let's see. If not, I've made a grave calculation error. So give me that and give me that. What's your problem? You can't force an ally to abandon someone in a war. Pretty sure I can. Pretty sure I can, actually. Why can't I do that? I own everything they own, right? They only have 5 territories. Maybe I have to make sure they don't even have some of mine. That could be it. If that's the case, we need to take that back and then take this. Don't think that's the case. Death. Killed in a freak accident. Masinissa Blasiae is the head of the Blasiae family and brother of the governor of Magna Graecia. We're victorious again. We've won a battle up here against the mercenary stack. The siege of whatever place is won. Okay, great. So, 28,000 Spartans. Locked in. So we'll just rush over here and defeat them. So our army general died out here. Need a new one. So what's the scorned family situation, if any? None. Great. So we can put a fresh candidate out here. We can put some really good, like Thoin and Antipatrid. Discipline. Let's get him in there. Get the job done. We really should split this army, actually, thinking about it. There's no need for it to be this big. We'll do it after we kill them. Let me try again with Crete, or Cyrene, because it just doesn't make sense to me that we can't do this. I know for a fact it's not to do with the 36-month thing. I think it's because they just happen to have a couple territories. That's why we need our cavalry to run behind enemy lines and do stuff. They're actually low on food though now. They really shouldn't be the ones sieging. I think it's to do with the fact that they're occupying territory. I think that's it. Even though it's not theirs, they're just occupying it. I think that's what's doing it. We're victorious. Shit, I didn't see if we won the battle in Greece. Oh my god, we actually wiped that army. Nice. This one's not over. Oh shit, it must have gotten bigger. Might have to pull back over the mountain there. Siege of Cephalonia is one. That's super interesting. We could make a run for them. I think we'll get there if we just force march it. But it's risky. This Gizgo has passed away. Let's get the next best guy in. Oh my god, the decimation! What just happened there? The morale just sank. Holy shit. We've got 18,000 on the way in, but we've got 54,000. By the way, we can piece out Anatolia. Or Aetolia, sorry. Aetolia. They don't want to give up either. Damn. Okay, it's tougher than I thought. That battle's so almost over. But we're running. Oh shit! They just got some more people, so it's changing in their favor. We're so close. Go, 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 go. Hannibal is in this, is he? Which one is Hannibal in? Yeah, he's in the fight. He's just not leading it right now. He should be leading it. Oh, we just got them in there. Just in time. Holy shit. 120,000 now against 40. The siege over here is one. So that has to be Epirus dead. Can't believe we won that. Man, that was so close. Clutch, as the kids say. Okay, so let's head down here and just walk linearly this way, and we should be able to capture that territory. We have to stay here to prevent the mercenaries getting over here. I could pay them, but it's just such a waste of money all the time, paying them off. Fuck your trade goods, I couldn't be bothered with them. The food situation here is probably so dire now. Oh, we can't move because of this fort, I think. Is it? Oh, no, this one. It's just the one right in front of me. Yeah. Okay. God, there's just so many fights all over the place right now. Enemy capture, so they're done. The mercenaries are done. We're capturing that piece of territory now, so that should be fine. This guy's rushing south to hopefully stop that army from retaking and pushing up north. King whatever offers friendship of Cynetia. Nope. Okay, so that has to be Epirus done now. Maybe they're like, oh, the war's not too bad. Yeah, see you later, Epirus. Alright, cool. So we finally got the heel of Italy. It's good. Pass judgment. Who do we have? Molon Sostrasid. I mean, he's really old, but sure, let's get him. Have the rest crucified. Alright, that's that done. So this is a local army, and then we have our cavalry. So let's bring our cavalry onto the boats. We're going to ship those guys down south to help clean up all this crap out here. The problem is they can get mercenaries, walk onto a territory like this, and then just keep going. So it's really, really annoying. So we need cavalry to be really quick. Just prevent mercenaries doing that kind of thing. We're victorious again. Nice, great. So stand there, take that back. Good job. Our armies are heading back into regions where they can get food. And we're sieging this fort here now. Okay, we do need to take something in, what do you call it? Laconia, otherwise that war is like never going to end. Man, this one's going to go on for a while, isn't it? I can just feel it now. We separated peace on 1. We have to wait until we can get at least Cyrene out. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, the boats are going to drop these guys down here. And I think they'll be pieced out then. The only problem is this mercenary stack might just come down here and start sieging. Retaking stuff. Got a claim on that province. Excellent. Okay. I wish Boeotia would just peace out now. We really don't want them like in the war any longer. What about Aetolia? They might give up now. Still no. A no from Aetolia. What can I do about that? Nothing really. How much men are we lacking? 15,000? Okay, wait a month. pain in the ass. Alright, the boats are rushing south to see if they can take that territory, but at this rate, this guy might just do it before the boats even get there. I didn't know they could even refuse peace when you fully occupied them. I didn't think that was a thing. I've never seen it, actually, throughout this whole series or the previous one. They've always just given in. Once you occupy everything, they're like, okay, we're done. But not this time. Not today. Food's getting a little low in those armies. These ones are pretty good. This one's quite low. Just draining the supply there dry. Yeah, what can I do? If Boeotia occupy this and they're not going to end their war, I don't know what I can do, apart from other than just go to war with them, which I'm pretty tempted to do. Phrygia are invading Paeonia. I might let them... Yeah, I kind of want them to win that war, actually. Acarnania are bringing more troops in. Oh, it doesn't end. It just does not end. I think I'll be able to get Cyrene out, though, and then we can bring 2 more armies up. Ashurabadona is inspiring the army. Morale is beginning to waver at the camp when Ashurabadona stood up before the assembled soldiers and gave an inspirational speech. She convinced all who were present that the odds of battle were on their side due to her extensive knowledge of military tactics. Yep, she's got 7 martial. When the soldiers marched the next day, they did so with confidence that their victory was assured. Nice. Nice little boon to morale. Excellent. The siege of Dodona is won. Okay, so this army can move up, continue sieging up there. These guys can now flood in. And make sure we don't lose what we've worked hard to get over in Aetolia. So if I could take this before they could take this back, then we should be good. Treatment successful for our son, Boods. He's lost the inflammation trait. Alright, let's try Cyrene now. There we go. So it was about occupying... So they can't occupy anything. Okay, I mean, it makes sense. Let's pass judgment, see who they got. That guy's pretty good and he's kind of young. He's only 24. Let's get him. Epimenes II Charinid. Okay, wow. Looks good. We finally have the Certus Mayor. That is RC now. So the next one is the Mare Ionium. That's what we're trying to get. So we have accomplished something. So let's... Can we get on the boats? We actually can't. Alright, we'll have to send down the bigger fleet to pick these guys up then. So Hannibal did it. Or not Hannibal, Boods, our son, managed to pull it off. He's solidified Cyrene. He's sending a message back to the north, to the capital, I should say, really, to Carthage. Cyrene is solidified, and Cyrenica are no more. So I guess he'd say they're subdued. So that looks good. Our font is spreading a little bit further east now that Epirus is also gone. Still can't colonize that area though. Okay. How's it looking for the things? So we have the Merchant of Lilybaea, which is the one we were going to go for. The Assimilation Speed +1. The City Council of Lilybaea have approached us, asking for us to further help the development of the city. It's already home to a number of wealthy merchants, and it's the view of the council that this is a group we should further strengthen in order for the city to grow to its full potential as our center of power in the region. So for how long is this going to be for? 10 years. Populous Simulation 1. And some extra things like commerce. Cool. Okay, so this one, the forts still are not built. 4 of them are currently building, and then we build the markets. So what do we need for the growth of Lilybaea? It needs an aqueduct and a granary. Okay. All right, cool. Be nice to also get the mission chain done. It's a nice little added benefit. So this is almost exclusively our territory. It's just that fort that Boeotia managed to grab before we did, which is a bit of a shame. So Hannibal... Oh, he's still level 12. I thought it said 13 there for a sec. But he's in there. He's straight away in there. Running ahead of the armies a little bit. Oh, but his friends are there now. That's good. He should win it. They're piling in, though, Aetolia's men as well. Mercenaries and stuff. So feel like at the victory of this battle, we should be able to piece out Aetolia now, because we just defeated them again. Come on, guys. Give in. There you go. That's more like it. Now we're making progress. Fuck them. Let's get the aggressive expansion down. 27. Sorry for the language, by the way. I try not to swear too much on this Let's Play. No one's ever said they mind, but I'd rather keep it PG, I guess. Relatively speaking. Just in case. People have kids or something if they're watching on TV. Shafat. So we need a new Shafat. Do we have any Scorned? No Scorned? Alright. So let's get Philisir Blasia. He's level 8. What else is he good at? Zeal. That's fine. Let's get him in there. Build up that statesmanship. He's a young man. He's only 18. Another battle coming in here. We got 50,000 troops on their way. That is a little worrying. Milk Appeal is going to rush south with some extra reinforcements, I think. Seeing as nothing's really going to affect us up here. Batnua and Badonna. So Hannibal's father is also a level 12 marshal. Is it? Or is he just with his son? Oh no, it's the mercenary. Yeah. Yeah, Batnua and Badonna is going to rush south to help his son. So Batnua, his son, I believe, is Hannibal Badonna, the Helen. He gained that name on his own. Did we give him a cognomen? I don't think we did. I think he's gained it on his own. Victory in the pits. He won his fights when we saw him fighting in the pits before. That's awesome as well. Very popular, very prominent. Good guy. Could give him a triumph. Don't want it to go to his head though. We're actually losing money now with these mercenaries and such. But it's okay. We still have that unrest down across the empire, so it's all good. Akarani are about to come into their territory now though, which is really unfortunate. With a full morale army. That's so unfair. I might pay those ones off. It's a bit extreme. Offer refused. Damn. 13 Marshal. We'll just have to deal with him. Yeah, let's march straight up there. Fight them on the mountain pass on our fort. Unrivaled wealth. So this guy has passed away, and now Mamericus Fossilius, the governor of Macedonia, is trying to claim his assets. We'll split it amongst the state or give it straight to him. He doesn't even gain loyalty if I give it to him, but he loses loyalty if I don't. We'll say we'll split it amongst everyone. So we need to send down the big major fleet to pick up the guys at Cyrene. Let's do that. We've dropped off the cavalry here. Excellent, so they can gain their food and replenishment back. Alright, 27,000. Oh, their morale did shoot back down. Great, okay. I think we said that in many episodes so far where I'm like, this bullshit with their morale, and then it does go down when they come into territory, so that's nice. It can go down all the way, but fair enough. Alright, so we repelled the invaders there for a second. We're going to keep going, take this territory here. Really tempted to open up a front against Boeotia, but it also opens up a front against Phrygia. So it's just a bit messy to do that, but I'm tempted to. Just so we can take this territory and really piece these guys out, you know? Otherwise, this is never going to end. And this is why when people are saying like, oh, why'd you end the war when you're about to have a rebellion, when Phrygia are about to have a rebellion? It's because if someone else is contesting something in a separate war, I can't take it. You know? So it just gets really messy really fast that way. So we're still at war with the south. I mean, we can cross down into Patri and Heria. Take some territories down there. Are we getting a bit low on food, I'd imagine? This army is. So let's bring them back. He's apparently 0 marshal now. What's his problem? He's depressed. Dysentery. He's plotting quietly. He's losing loyalty. Get this guy off the army. He brings shame to the Barca name. Let's get our new guy in. Epimenes II Sharonid. Now you'd think that he wouldn't want to fight. I mean, we just got him. We just got him from, what was it, Aetolia? Oh no, we got him from Cyrene. You'd think he wouldn't want to fight against the rest of his alliance, but nevertheless, we'll put him on the army. I feel like he should be totally low loyalty for a while, given the context of what he's doing, but I guess it just doesn't really think about that kind of thing. It's funny though. Anyway, he's just going to take the army back to get some food. We had them on forced march, so obviously they were consuming quite a bit. I'm going to siege this down, or assault it. There's only 500 garrison there. Alright, so that's that done. We don't have to worry about this area anymore. The north. This guy should not be force marching. That was a mistake. Ashura inspires the army again. Inspirational yet again. I wonder, does that stack? No. I mean, that's good, because it would be insane. 10 morale extra. Alright, let's get on the boats. Let's get on the boats. There we go. So these guys are going to head up to Laconia and start contesting the territories here. And that'll help out. Alright, 79,000 versus 16. It's kind of a cleanup job now, I feel, at this point. They're not really pushing much against me. Gonna go with discipline to make our armies just really good at fighting. Yep, easy enough battle. Hannibal is leading it. We killed all of them. We completely stack wiped them. Wow. Oh, that's because they were mercenaries, was it? I'm not too sure. Whatever the case was, they're not coming back. Alright, we'll head down towards that fort then. In fact, we can start sieging 2 forts because we're also at war here. So we'll have to see. I have no doubt that they'll probably still have quite a lot. Actually, you know what? It'd be better to do what I said before and siege Corinth. So these guys... Actually, yeah, we can do that with the army that's coming up this way. That works. 66,000. We'll just deploy that on Corinth. And then we can piece them out separately. But the ticking timer now is ticking up for white peace being imminent because we don't hold anything in Sparta. We've got a new military tradition, heavy infantry offense. Let's go. And we have a title unassigned, our Kahen. Milkapil's Barca. So we took him off the army because he sucked, but he'd actually be pretty good now to put him as a Kahen. He's got good zeal. Let's throw him in there. Oh, the war is over. The war is over. So what we can do is turn around, go back for that fort immediately. These guys can stay. Keep going the way you were going. They're in exile though now. That's the annoying thing because the war is over. Boeotia's territories were increased, and now our army's kind of stuck out here. So we have to go back to get to our own territory. While they're all in exile. And this 66,000 are just going to get right out. Oh, it's a separate region, is it? Okay. Ah, and this is a level 2 fort with a port. So if we bring our other fleet in here, we can do a little smashy and smash down that fort. 1 fort level at least, making it a little bit quicker and easier for us. So let's do that. And then maybe we can piece them out. So we do have to watch this though. If that gets to 700 days, it's at 100 already. They can white piece me. Just go this way for now, I guess. Alright, things are going well. So far we've taken out Aetolia, we've taken out Epirus, and Cyrenica. So we're just making all these little micro gains everywhere. Acarnania will be the next one. 1 fort to go, pretty much. Might actually just assault it. Like I'm an absolute madman. They're actually gaining units back into that army. Alright, our 66,000 on this. This is what I worried about. This is why I've been stacking units so high. They have 64,000 coming in to fight me. So I might just get out of here. Let's see if we can get back on the boats, can we? We can. At least we can avoid the battle, because we won't win that. And what we can do, though, is with this navy, we can do a port assault. They lose 1 fort. And then what we can do is just, you know what, go back, wait until our ship heals, and then come back and do it one more time. Because we only have 1 megapolareme. This 66,000, we'll rotate them around and land on Carthage, Sparta, just so that we can actually contest the area. It's annoying, I lost all my morale by doing that movement. Or by being exiled for a bit. Tribal migration. Not that interesting for me. Alright, let's get Hannibal to go onto the siege at least. I don't think I will be as bold to assault it. It'd be a bit crazy, I think. unnecessarily. I mean, I have 700,000 manpower. It makes me think like, oh, I'll just get it back pretty quick. My soldiers' lives are worth nothing to me, apparently. Alright, we're just going to spread out, get some of that morale back, get some of the food back. 66,000 down here now. Start landing on some of their cities. Basileus Leonatus offers friendship. The Hellenistic city-state of Corcyra. No thank you. Corcyra my tribute, of course. There they are right there. Not helping. Watching Greece just get absolutely shredded. Indo Punicus died while having sex. At the age of 76. He was a researcher. Okay. Let's get a new one. Deridas Sostratidid. Money situation is rough. I can't wait to get rid of all these mercenaries. Okay, we knocked them out. So, who's the next one? See, the next one I'd like to get is Corinth, because they are just a city-state. Alright, they're locked in. So we'll throw everyone into this fight. Tough fight, but we should have... I don't know, we don't have anything. I thought we'd have the terrain advantage, but we don't. We're killing way more of them. It's like 1,500 dead, 300 on our side. They're rolling really badly. So we're getting kind of lucky. But at the same time, they have more and more coming in. There's not much I can do about it, other than... Yeah, I really can't do anything about it. If I move my fleet now... I'll tell you what. Split the fleet, move a fleet up that way. Yeah, here's what we do. Alright. Create new unit. So we know that we have 15 troops here that want to get on the boats. And 19. So let's just move all of these. Bring them up this way. Don't know if we'll be able to make it in time. Maybe. No, it doesn't seem like it, but maybe. Yeah, our line is thinning out pretty quickly now. The siege here has been won. Awesome Acarnia, who we're fighting right now, could be pieced out as soon as we get this territory. Oh man, that's so annoying. We're so close. Yeah, we're not gonna get there in time. So let's just pull out. Oh, there's always that chance though, you know, like that battle at Vergilia. So let's try. Let's just try. We'll bring the ships around. We'll dunk them in. They're really fast ships, so they might get there. They're almost there. Our line is holding. This is the units I'm watching. 15,000. There they go. Oh my god, they got in right as our unit broke. It's the same situation. That's awesome. Let's try that again. Let's go get the other guys. I still don't know if we'll win it though. Oh, you know what? It doesn't even matter because we bought enough time that we can hopefully piece these guys out. Yeah. Get wrecked. Let's just get rid of them. So that reduces the amount that was even in that battle. So what a turn of events. Never give in, never give up. Well done. Sparta are now kind of challenging us, but we just won the battle. 13 popularity for this general. Is he the mercenary though? Yeah, I think so. I don't recognize him anyway, so... Oh no, that was their general. Sorry, my bad. 13 for my general. Led by a mercenary though. Was it? Oh, maybe not. I guess we did. Sorry that I didn't pay attention properly. Okay, well, that was good. So what we could do now is, has this fleet got its strength back? The Megapolarine? No, it's on 60%. 10% every month, so in 3 more months it can go. I think it only needs 80%, so. So, look at that, by the way. Looking good, right? Oh, spreading our little font across the body of Greece. Still have a few more to go though. How many are left in this war? Megalopolis, Isania, Heria, Crete, and Sparta. Crete are a single city state, so we're going to try and land on that in a moment. Pretty soon we'll be able to take it, because once we take out the fort, we should just instantly cap it and then be able to piece them out. So let's go this way, I guess. We're splitting up in a weird way. I did force march with this army. That's Boots Barca, our son, running ahead. Miscommunication means he may lose. We arrive in 3 days. Can he hold out 3 more days with his 1 cavalry? Somehow he could. I don't understand how this keeps happening. 1 unit that just hangs on for like so long. Well, fair play. I mean, he learned in the field, I guess. He knows never to give in. So fair play to him. We killed them all. 12,000. Kill them all. Wow. Wow. And we keep, when we do that, we get their food. Or at least we seem to be getting a portion of their food. So what we can do now is 2 that way. 2 that way. These guys can kind of almost join back up and help out. So that sieging army can go there. Oh, we can't cross anymore, so we do need the fleet to be right here if we want to ever get out. Or get across, I should say. Yeah, so let's do that. Just go here for now. See where we need to go after that. Sparta are on their way down with a mercenary stack, so gotta be mindful of that. We obviously have all of our troops here as well, which can be used. So let's bring them over now. They've gained some food back, I'm sure. Yep, they're fully stocked up. Alright, we're managing this, I think, pretty well. The Megapolareme is back to full strength. Let's bring it into the port of Corinth. Siege that port down, or break it down, I should say. And we should be able to piece Crete out pretty easily then. So these guys are going to get on that boat. So where's the ships? They're on the way. Almost there. These ones are really slow to move. Okay, they're just about into the port now. Come on, dudes. What did I just do? I pressed Q, and the Megapolareme got out. Okay. I didn't know that was like a hotkey. What is Q? I was trying to change map mode. So deselect that. Combine them back together. Alright. 95% health or more. Don't do this to me. What are we on? 80. Oh, are you kidding me? I thought it was 100. It was in the middle of the thing before. That's okay. We can just wait here. We don't have to go all the way back. That is frustrating, though. I made a little error. We'll just have to wait literally, I guess, 2 months once it's in port. Anyway, these guys are going to come over, start sieging. Oh, now we need the pig fleet back again. God. Logistics. Alright, well, anyway, in the meantime, we are sieging 2 forts down. I'm just worried about that Spartan army that's on its way down as well. Alright, 70,000 crossing again. They're going to start sieging on these forts. 2 that way, 2 that way. 2 forts at a time. 90%. So 1 more month to pass, and then we have the Megapolareme at where we need it. That Spartan army has linked up with the rest. Alright, we're ready to go. To take Crete out of this fight. These guys are all jumping up on this army, though, so I'm a bit worried about that. Let's pull back for a sec. God, such a mess of UI in here, guys. I don't know if you're following it or not. Milkipius is truly a dire advisor. He was a dire commander as well. People laugh openly at his stories of his sheer inability to lead, and our enemies eye our lands hungrily. It's safe to say that our people feel most uneasy. That's a totally fair event. Is this Massinissa? No, I was going to say, he only has 3 stars. Alright, so now the fleet is there. Port assault, boom. Actually, then we can just capture it straight up. So that's it captured. Crete, see you later. Thanks for playing. Pass judgment. What do you got for me? This is actually a pretty good guy. What about this? That's a good guy as well. Let's get those 2. A Megalid, Penid, crucify the rest. Okay, so the Cretan armies have been taken out now. Now all we're left with is the Peloponnese itself. So we have Azania, Megalopolis, the city Megalopolis, and then Sparta. Alright. Got a battle here, so we can hop off the boats onto that battle and help it out. Disagreement on the highest level. Batna Badona, a man of sound reputation, and Aharam Gizgo, a nobleman of great virtue, have recently started to spar furiously whilst attending the court. Such behavior is unbecoming of these people of stature. However, we have been called upon to take a side. So we're going to side with Batna. I do like him. I don't really recognize Aharam Gizgo. Either way, the loyalty kind of evens itself out, or tell them both to stop bickering. Yeah, I guess we'll side with Batna. So he gains 10 loyalty, going up to 71. But Aharam goes down to 61, so it's like just rotating, basically. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, their ships came out, didn't they? I don't know if they would have, actually, because we just ended them. Anyway, 126,000 fighting 8,000 Spartans on the hillside. Very 300-ish. 27,000 coming in to deal with us. Let's try to pay them off. Rather not fight that one. No, he refused. Then he went into the battle. Alright, we won this siege. Gonna go on to... How's the food situation for you guys? Good? Let's go on to Megalopolis so we can piece them out separately. If we take this fort, then it's Herrea that we can piece out. That's a big... They're really holding out, those 14,000. What balls, at least, these... I mean, they are mercenaries, but the balls on them, marching up against 120,000. 10 times the force. Gained Conqueror for the mercenary guy that was leading. Alright. Need to be able to move some of these armies off. There's too many on the siege. Let's take them off. They have no food. And the next lowest. So 2 armies can get off. And we'll let the siege continue. What's going on here? Oh, this is occupied by Azania because they have the proximity. By the way, speaking of forts, we should have our forts done now. Mediterranean sea trade. So all these things have forts. The rewards are Punic citizens appear in all of the cities. Nice. Port markets. So now we need the markets out there. So everything that has a fort needs... And was it just 1 or 2? At least 2 markets in each. So let's begin. So that's 1, 2. Okay, and then we have 2 more to go. It's actually interesting that these don't have markets already. I probably didn't build a lot of the stuff in these places. Sort of almost build themselves. Okay, so that's that. God, what a pain. Alright, anyway, so we've done all that. Lilybaea has a granary. I thought we built one of those. Oh, it's being built at the moment. Construction progress of granary. Shipyards of Croton. Ship recruit speed. I wonder will we get anything. This navy will consist of 5 heavy ships. Oh, nice. We get a flagship built. Maybe get another megapolarium. It's probably just going to be Octeris, though. But who knows? Could be good. Alright, we're just about to finish this one off. 800 men in the garrison. How's the family doing, by the way? So we have Boods, obviously now. He is 23 years old, so 5 years must have passed since we started this episode. We've got a beautiful 17-year-old ready for us. 3 and 7. 7's pretty good, but not that good. She's a Hanid. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too crazy. Not yet. Not yet. What about his sisters? Should they get married now? She's not married yet. She's 19. She's not particularly crazy for any of her traits right now. She could marry an 80-year-old. She's 19. Let's find someone who's age appropriate. Yep, why not? a Gizgo. But the younger sister, she's 14. Alright, bit too young. Alright, there's really not much else for us to do now. Just wait for some of these forts to be sieged down. There's a breach on this one. So tempting to go for it. But there is a lot of big garrison. Tempting though. Because then we can just piece them out straight away, you know. Mantinea. Oh, we're not actually at war with them. It's kind of an annoying one. But they're not coastal. Could just leave them for a while. War goal is still being contested, which is good. There we go, finally. So that's going to allow us to wrap up Heria. Herai. Man, it mustn't feel good if you're Sparta about now. Yeah, so this will be the final territory. Once that's taken, then GG. For Heria. Alright, cool. So let's piece them out. Nice little chunk of territory. 3 aggressive expansion. We seem to be hovering around that 30 mark the entire time. Okay, man, we're pretty close now. Really close now. But the episode's gone on quite long, so we're going to leave it there, and I'll continue this in the next one. If we just have a really brief look around before we wrap up, let's just calm the music down for a second. So the war is pretty standard affair now. I mean, it was a little challenging, but I think I handled it well, you know. I rotated the food amongst the armies, didn't take much attrition, gained manpower pretty much the whole time. Dealt with the separate pieces correctly, I think. So our territories are looking a little like that. So we've really, we're solidifying Greece, and it's not harming us for aggressive expansion as much because we're doing it in like kind of piecemeal bite sizes, which is kind of cool. But we might start thinking of now next episode to open up a war straight up with Aetolia, and that way we can take on Thebes, which is Boeotia, Thebes, and then Phrygia. I don't know if we'll ever get much out of Phrygia. Would they become the war leader? They would actually. So Phrygia are guaranteeing them, so they'll become the war leader. Possible defenders that will join them are all of their subjects and allies, I guess. So yeah, it's interesting to note. So that would be perfect, because then we could go on, take some of this territory. This is getting blitzed by Dardania right now. We could take that. It would be nice to have this, because obviously it's going to connect to Thrace once we integrate them in future. Or we could just go down here, which we've all fabricated a bunch of claims down this way as well. We've got a lot of political influence, so I can maybe start thinking about fabricating Egypt a bit more. In fact, I'll just start doing that now before I forget. So let's fabricate the eastern delta, central delta. There we go. So 2 more fabrications along Phrygia. So yeah, looking good. I mean, it's looking pretty doable now. You know, we're only 5 or 6 years past in this episode. We're at 620, so we still have 100 years to go. 107, 109 years, I think. Something like that. To get the rest, it's looking quite doable at this rate, which is good. We do still have to think about, obviously, up here as well. So that's more coastline that we need to think about taking. Something I'd like to do as well is start building more roads around the place, but I've been conserving money, seeing as I'm not taxing anyone right now, really. We're just bleeding a little money the whole time. We could just like stop paying the fleet, increase our taxes. Either of those options will make us huge amounts of money. Well, like literally, okay, I think there's no problem with me toggling this. 170 if we toggle that, and then we just toggle it back. That's minus 11. It was minus 8, but whatever. So it just gives you an idea of like how dramatic the amount of money would be if we tax people again. So we're not in any real dire straits for that. It's just obviously I don't like losing money over time. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I might have to raise a couple armies to station them in Greece and then remove some of these forts. I might have a look at the territories and what's being built in between sessions and then continue the war after. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.